All right, everybody. Today we are going to be working on an activity with population density and location. So what we're going to do first, look at the directions. So use the ArcGIS map to complete pages 1 to 3 of the handout. Here's the ArcGIS map. It is also linked on Google Classroom and it's on the handout, and the handout is right here. So first we're looking at what are the most populated European countries. Here is a map of Europe. It's a GIS map. And I'm going to click over here to the contents, and I'm going to click world population. Each of these dots represents the population of a country. So it's up to me to figure out what the population is. But let's say I want to change the style because, I just think that it could be better. So I'm going to go to options here. And I'm going to lower the size because I really don't think there's going to be like 100 million people in any country in Europe. So this is going to give me, just bringing that down is giving me a much better indicator of the size of countries, and I'm going to hit OK. So now I've changed the style and I'm going to hit done. And now I can see Germany has a pretty large population. Germany has 83 million people, so that's pretty large. The UK has 66 million, that's pretty large. This is Central Europe and the Baltics, so this is actually a region, so don't worry about the regions. World populations, we don't need to worry about that. European Union, we don't need to worry about that. So just make sure you're clicking on actual countries. But so as I said, Germany, the UK, Turkey has 83 million. Italy is 60. So we're looking there. Probably Spain's up there, 47 million, which is more than Poland. So we're looking pretty good here. We've got this random island out here, the Faroe Islands, which actually has not that many people, so that's not it. But anyway, you look, Ukraine has 44 million. So we're just looking for the biggest circles that are not this giant one right here or this giant one right here, because those are regional. So then we just type out the names by creating a text box. Have about 6 countries, you're good to go. Then we need to find out the most densely populated countries. So I'm going to unclick world population and I'm going to click population density. So now the darkest colors are those with the densest populations. That means that people live close together. So I want the darkest colors. Obviously the UK. Belgium, the Netherlands are really are the darker colors. And there's a few more. And you just kind of have to click around to find it. And so you put the names there. So are they the same countries as on slide 1? Yes or no? Do you notice that they're different countries? Are the countries larger or smaller? I want you to think about it like that. Then we're going to go to slide 3. And this is an opinion question based on slides 1 and 2. So why do you think countries might have a high population density? And why might some countries have a low population density? So this is where you're making inferences. You're using your own opinion. Once you get done with that, you're going to open the Google Sheet and you're going to find the population of each city listed on the Europe City Population Density Sheet. So that's right here. You can click on this right here to find a website called the Capital Cities of Europe. I have it pulled up here. And you can actually find the population of different cities. So for example, Athens, Greece, 664,000 people. So I would just type in 664, 1, 2, 3, oops, 2, 3. And it will calculate the population density for me. And I'll just do the same for all of those. Then I will take the population density for each country. So I've got to be able to find the country, France, UK, and I've got to write down the population density right here. So 727 people per square mile in the United Kingdom, for example. Once that is done, I'm going to use this to complete the last page of my handout. So I have to compare the population density of cities to countries. And the best way to do this, and it's going to be part of the grade, so I would, is to make a chart. So I want to click column A, hold down the control key, do city population density and country population density, insert, and I would do a column chart. And that will give you an easy way to compare the population density of the city to the country. So are you noticing that the cities have a higher population density than the country as a whole? Are you noticing the opposite? Why do you think that might be? And just go do your absolute best and email me if you have questions.